In a development that caught nearly everyone off guard, Democratic Alliance (DA) Federal Chairperson Helen Zille stunned the National Assembly on Thursday by announcing that President Cyril Ramaphosa had agreed to lift what she described as informal political sanctions previously imposed on both the DA and the Economic Freedom Fighters (EFF). The usually tense parliamentary chamber shifted in atmosphere when Zille rose during a charged session to make her unexpected declaration. Known more for heated partisan exchanges than cooperation, the National Assembly fell into a moment of astonished silence as she revealed details of the quiet negotiations that had been taking place behind closed doors between opposition leaders and the presidency. "I stand today not in opposition to the president, but in acknowledgement of a moment of political maturity," Zille declared. She went on to explain that after months of lobbying, confrontations, and difficult discussions, the president had agreed to lift what she called unfair administrative and economic restrictions that had quietly choked the operations of both the DA and the EFF across various levels of government. For nearly a year, opposition parties had accused the Ramaphosa administration of weaponizing state institutions to penalize municipalities and representatives aligned with the DA and EFF. These alleged political sanctions, they claimed, included the withdrawal of constituency funds from DA and EFF offices, deliberate delays in releasing grants to opposition-led municipalities, limited access to SABC and GCIS media platforms for opposition leaders, and surprise audits or administrative holds on projects run by DA and EFF-led councils. Although the presidency consistently denied the existence of any formal sanctions, both the DA and EFF maintained that the obstruction was visible to everyone. During her impassioned and theatrical address, Zille explained that recent private negotiations involving herself, DA leader John Steenhuisen, EFF leader Julius Malema, and several presidential advisers had produced a surprising but welcome outcome. "I commend President Ramaphosa for recognizing the damage these restrictions have caused not only to opposition parties, but to the credibility of our democracy itself," Zille said. Governance must never be used as a political weapon. She further announced that the presidency had validated a series of immediate reversals, the restoration of full funding to all DA and EFF constituency offices, the release of pending infrastructure grants to opposition-led municipalities, equal media access for all parliamentary parties, and the removal of bureaucratic barriers that had obstructed opposition projects. While the presidency has yet to issue an official public comment, sources close to the matter revealed that President Ramaphosa approved the actions quietly, seeking to prevent further political escalation and to protect the government's institutional integrity amid growing criticism of ANC governance. One senior source familiar with the situation was quoted as saying, "The president understands that democracy must be seen as fair." These measures had become a liability. Responding to the development, EFF leader Julius Malema offered cautious optimism. "We welcome the move, but we do not celebrate," he said. "We've been deceived before. This must be followed by real action, no sabotage, no delays. If the president is sincere, then this is a genuine step toward democratic restoration." Malema also praised Zille for putting aside partisan interests in favor of national democratic values, remarking, "Helen Zille showed courage today. She acted for justice, even when it might not benefit her party directly." The announcement sent ripples through ANC benches, leaving many MPs visibly stunned. While some members viewed the move as a return to ethical governance, others whispered concerns that the party might have conceded too much. One senior ANC MP, speaking anonymously, warned, "This could backfire. If opposition-led municipalities now perform better, it will undermine the ANC's narrative that opposition governance is dysfunctional." Outside Parliament, civil society groups warmly welcomed the decision. The Ahmed Kathrada Foundation, Corruption Watch, and the South African Human Rights Commission all released statements celebrating the removal of sanctions as a victory for democratic transparency and accountability. Political analyst Professor Menjusen Levo from the University of Cape Town described the moment as a turning point in South African politics, a rare instance of cooperation over confrontation in an increasingly divided political landscape.